Hey, welcome to my neck of the woods where it has snowed. Yes, we are in the month of November and we have snow on the ground. That is terrible for me because winter is coming, unfortunately. So today I'm out here with the snow, wearing my drone gloves right here, fingers exposed. It is below freezing, so it's pretty darn cold. This is going to be a short review. Today we're going to review the MEW 4-1 by MJXRC. This is the 4K version. Let me show you. Here it is right here. Let me just unfold that. Get these arms out. Doesn't it look like the Parrot and Naffy? So really quickly, I have reviewed the MEW 4-1 before, but I reviewed the 2K version. This is the 4K version. The only difference I can see is basically the camera. This camera actually shoots video in 4K. I was kind of surprised at that because, you know, it's not very expensive and it's shooting 4K video. Now, 4K videos are not all the same. There's like really good 4K video, really bad 4K video, and then some in the middle. This one here, I'd say it's 4K, so it's probably someplace in the middle. It does have the claim to fame, the camera. You can see it's pointing straight up right now. It goes all the way up, all the way forward, and all the way down, just like a Parrot and Naffy. It has the landing lights on the bottom, the optical flow for indoor flight and positioning, and ultrasonic sensors. If there's not a lot of light outside, it can sense the ground no matter if it's day or night. So pretty good drone. I think the range on this, on the last one, was 800 meters. I don't think this would be any different. Has a beautiful controller that comes with this. Flight time is probably 25 minutes, I think, but out here in the cold, it's not going to be 25 minutes. And you can put a little micro SD card in it right here, so you can record the video from the camera to this location. Now, unfortunately, it's cold out right now, as I've already mentioned, and it's windy, which makes the wind chill feel that it's even colder. This little guy is probably frozen about now because so are my fingers, so I'm going to stop talking and we're going to go fly this. Here we go. Let's find a spot in the snow here to put down the landing pad and our little drone on top. Let's power you on. At least it works. This is going to be fast. Next, power on the controller. Make sure I have this on GPS mode, so flick that switch upwards. Just show you the gimbal on this drone. It can look all the way up and I can look all the way down. It's pretty cold out here, but it's still working and going all the way down. There you go. Next, we do the gyro calibration. These drones here, you just do them automatically. So you just pick them up after you power them on and spin them 3 times. Once, twice. Oop, I'm pushing the legs in 3 times. That should be good. And if we do it correctly, the lights will be all nice and solid. Let's connect the Wi-Fi. It is 5 gigahertz, so you must have Wi-Fi at 802.11 AC. The app we're going to use is the MRC Pro. Click start. Okay, now that I have the drone down there and the app right here, let me just show you a few cool things about this app. Watch this in the settings. Look at in the settings, if I go up here to my drone, there's all my cool little settings for the drone itself. Then I have the status. Then I have my flights, which I have none, but watch this. This is new that I've never seen before. They actually put a camera function. So I have a choice of recording in 2.5K or 4K. So I'll switch it to 4K. And if I go into this little button down at the lower left, look at that. I can actually adjust certain features of my camera settings. And if I click on the camera itself, look at that. I can play with the white balance, the saturation, the sharpness, the brightness, all that good stuff. Right now, it's probably terrible out here. I'm just going to leave everything factory settings. I'm sure on a day like today, if you really knew what you were doing, you could set all this up nicely. If you look at the top left of my screen, right now it says weak GPS signal, so I'll just wait until that says it's pretty good. GPS off, shows green, so I assume green means GPS on. So let's fly it. Prop should start, and let's take it up. Oh, we're cold. All right, it's pretty windy out here. Just flying around. How's that fly? Just whipping around circles, flies well. No problems there. And it's not very nice out right now. Let's take it over here and do some recording. Now I have to mention, these drones are not designed to fly in the freezing cold, windy weather that's going on right now. Even my fingers are not designed to work. So the 4K is not going to look so great. It's designed for a sunny day, but so what I've done is I've just switched it to 2K. Let me try the 2K. I'm going to do the same thing, fly it up, burn up some battery power here, go way up, and it's recording in 2K now. All right, if you want to see how good this drone flies in the summertime, watch my other video on the MEW 4-1 that I did in the summertime with the 2K version. And I'm gonna move the gimbal up, go up, 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 forward, and let's look up at the clouds. There we go. Now watch this. Drone's up there, I'm gonna bring it down, and I'm going to, there's the drone, camera looking up. I'm gonna look on top of it, and here I am. Got the drone over here, looking at my phone. There's your options. You have follow me, orbit flight, and headless mode. Hey, that comes with a headless mode, pretty cool. Well, I'm not gonna do headless, but I'll show you follow me. I'll take it up, tap on follow me, and let's see if it works. Slide this over. Oh, my finger's so frozen I can't even slide it. There we go, it should find me. So if I walk, it should follow me. I think I'm recording on 2.5K. So let me go move this way by the structure. It should just automatically, I'm holding my arms out here, so I'm not touching my controls. It should just follow me. And there we go. How's the follow me? How is the follow me? It's coming along nicely. You know, is it higher than the structure? Oh, I don't think so. I think I would hit the structure if I walked over there. I gotta come back. Hang on. Okay, so we know the follow me works, and we also know it has no obstacle avoidance because it would have hit that up there. So, look at that, I'm flying over a tree. Nice. Now gonna try orbit flight. How's that work? In the orbit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, slide. Should start to do its orbit as it goes around. See it going around? There you go, it's orbiting. I'm just letting it go. It's like, if I wanted to get in the center, I would have had to hop over here and have it orbit me, but I did not do that. And I believe you can play with the height. I'll try the height, there we go. So I'm bringing it way down. So now it's at a pretty low orbit, probably too low. It would probably crash. Would it crash into anything? I don't know. How's it coming? Oh, it's coming for that tree. Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? Whoa, it just passed that tree. Nice, overhead now. Pick it back up. Let's bring you down and let's play with some other functions here. I don't think I could take it through here. There's metal, but I'll try it. Looking up. Oh, it's too windy here. My God. There's no GPS under here, so it's got to use something else. Let's try. So waypoint mode, I could draw a bunch of little things. There's the waypoints. You see them right there on the screen. And if I hit submit, I probably don't have it high enough. It says fly to the waypoints. Wherever the waypoints were that I set up, that's where it's gonna go. Waypoint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, it's doing the waypoints, great. Let me try the return to home really quick. It should land back over on the snowy thing. I'll just take it away out there. And let me hit on here, there's a return to home. I'll hit that. It's gonna go up to the preset height and it should come back. Going over. It's coming down. Now, let's put the landing lights on while it's coming down. There we go, landing lights on, coming down. That's not bad. Landing pad's over there. It landed over here. Whoa, it's cold out here. Let me have a seat here and tell you all about this. Okay, so the review was really quick because it's cold out here in the winter time. I hope not to do a lot of reviews outdoors because it's much too cold, and it's not fair for the drones because these drones are made to fly in the summertime, not in the freezing cold winter time. So whatever you see when you watch me do a review in the winter, if the drone looks good, then it means it's phenomenal in the summertime, because if it can fly in the cold weather, it's pretty darn good. This one here seemed to do quite well. The only difference between this drone and the one I reviewed in the summertime is the 4K camera. Now, if you notice the video when you were watching it, it goes like a little bit choppy. I haven't seen the video. That's because when I checked the specs, the 2K video on here records at 25 frames per second and the 4K video records at 17 frames per second. This video you're watching right now on YouTube is at 30 frames per second. So when I put a 25 or a 17 frames per second video in a 30 frames per second video, it's missing frames. So the computer makes up for those frames, and when it makes up for them, it can't fill in the blanks, so you get that staccato, sort of like, it looks like it's a little jerky video. That's what I'm saying right now. I haven't seen the video. Maybe it looks super smooth, but that's just my guess. That's just my professional guess. All right, so what's gonna happen next is an unboxing is gonna come up. Below this video, I'm gonna put links. If there's a place where this is on sale or for sale, I'm gonna put the links below. The reason I say that, it sounds kind of weird, is because when I reviewed this drone in the summertime for MJXRC, I couldn't find any place in North America that was selling it, or even in China. It was really weird. So hopefully they gave me some links this time, and I have them below so you can go check out the price, because I have no idea how much this costs, and find out where you can get it. If they exist, they will be below this video. So next, what's coming is the unboxing, so check that out. You'll see this in more detail. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in future videos. Hopefully not as frozen, but I probably will be. And we'll catch you then. And now a quick unboxing of the MEW 4-1. If you check on this box, look down below. It says 4K right there, 3840 x 2160. This here is the previous model, and you'll notice it does not say 4K on it. It says 2K. Let's take a quick look inside the box, see what we have. Well, the first thing we have is this huge piece of cardboard, and it is actually an envelope that houses, man, it must be something huge in there. What could it possibly be? It's just small instruction manual, the quick start guide. All right, now we see the contents. We have the drone over here without the battery. The battery is right here. That's the charger. Those are the accessories. There's some more accessories, and there's the controller. Let's take a look at everything. First item to take a look at would be the drone itself, and it is exactly the same design as the previous model. It is very much a Paradanafi copy design with a camera that moves 90 degrees down and 90 degrees up. On the bottom you can see we have the same sensors right here. Those are the sonic sensors, ultrasonic, your optical flow, and here those are your landing lights. There's plastic over these, you have to pull that off. And up front you have your camera that shoots 90 degrees down, 90 degrees up, and there's some plastic on the lens. We must take that off. Looking around the side right here, we have the micro SD card, so you can record the high quality video from the camera right to the card. And even though it is a 4K camera, the sticker still says use a class 10 card. On the arms you can see they stamp 4K. Here we have the 2K version, and this is the 4K version. Let's compare the cameras. I have the cameras pointed in different directions so I can kind of get the lenses together. So this would be 2K and this would be 4K. There is just a tiny size difference in the lens. Looking at both drones together, I can't see any other differences. It's all pretty much the same. Here I have the previous battery, and here's the new battery, and they are identical. 7.6 volts, 2050 milliamp batteries. Next, looking at the controller, it is identical to the previous controller. I see no difference. Tear off the plastic. It does have foldable arms in the back you can pull out, and to power, it does take 2 AA batteries. On the front, you have 2 jaw controls. This one does nothing. It does not work, but this one does. That's for your gimbal to look all the way up, all the way down. This is your takeoff and land button, and over here you have your speed button plus your landing lights. On the front you have your camera video button, return to home over here, lock, unlock the motors, and bind your controller to the drone button, and over here you have your power button. Checking out the charging system, it is identical to the previous version. Also included is a micro USB cable for your charging system, plus a tiny Phillips screwdriver. You also get a spare set of propellers. And now, just for the fun of it, let's see if there's a weight difference between the original model, 362 grams, and the new model, 364 grams. Well, I guess the 4K paint adds 2 grams. And that brings me to the end of this review. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more drone videos and reviews coming up.